Hey up everyone, and welcome back to my brand new series. I'm jumping into RuneScape's first ever leagues, Catalyst, and I couldn't be more hyped. My goal for this series is to progress as fast as possible, earn as many league points as I can, and eventually reach tier 7. Let's get into it. Hey up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today marks day 4 and 5 of my League's Catalyst progress. I'll leave a link here for you if you haven't seen my previous videos, because I'd love for you to catch up. First protocol, we're obviously checking our beehives, then we're going straight into a wilderness event like a true Iron Man, and then we're going straight into a cache. Now that I've got most of the absolute essentials out of the way for being an Iron Man, I wanted to show you this clip. Now this is the one I've been waiting for. This whole league progress so far has bound me to this specific pick. I'm going to be choosing the Soulborn Necromancy relic. Now I know what you might be thinking. Everybody else is kind of taking the melee option, some people are taking the mage, but I actually play RuneScape mostly with Necromancy, so even though it's not going to be much of a change, it's still going to be different enough for me to recognise it and have loads more fun with it. As soon as I've picked this, it means I need to start training my Necromancy ASAP, so I headed straight out to go and do one of my Slayer tasks. This also ticked off one of the league point tasks, and I got some points for killing 10 of these. The goal is to try and get myself the tier 70 Necromancy armour and head all the way into killing Raziel and collecting the loot from him. I want to be the best Necromancer you've ever seen in leagues. Obviously, whilst training Necromancy, I'm still going to have to continue with the day-to-day Iron Man things and generally levelling my account up. I know that when I initially set out on this goal, my main end game is to get a hold of that Dragon Cup, so it's essential that I do keep on ticking off tasks. Now I know what you're thinking, I said I was done with quests, but I really just wanted to get this last one done for this outhouse. Oh my god, it just means I can now quickly teleport with my skull from the relic I unlocked before to the raptor, as they're now a Slayer Master, which means I can just get to Fort for the Ring 3 way quicker, which means I'm just straight out of the gate quicker too. Plus the Slayer tasks that I'm looking to try and get from this guy are just outside of the wall. I got some really good beginning seeds from some of the little ghoulies out there. Then I went to the bound skeletons not long after, and those guys dropped a load of goodies too. They were also fantastic for XP. I started to do lots of rituals as I was climbing the ranks so quickly, and I had to go and get a load of ashes, which pushed my combat up even further with Necromancy. For those who don't know, if you can go and complete the easy achievements for the little city of you'll get yourself a grimoire, and when you wear that and go and collect ashes, they automatically go to your bank. So what I've done here is I've gone and sat in the abyss, killed all the little tiny creatures and just banked the ashes, and that's how I was able to get so many of them. As I was continuing my progress, it took me all the way to the Slayer Tower to get one of my next Slayer tasks done. Now these guys are fantastic for getting yourself some early herbs and seeds if you need them. I thought it was time that I upgraded my gear, because honestly I was running around with tier 10 armour on. I then managed to lock my eyes onto Raziel for the first ever time, and her mod just behind him. They're the only two people standing in the way of my future goals. Then it was time to go and tick off a Reaper task that I'd been saving for quite some time, to be honest. I actually had loads of fun doing Barrows, and then I managed to bag myself for Carol's top too. Buzz in. Straight back in with the armour and weapon progression. You're going to see that this is a common theme just purely because of how fast I was advancing through this skill. Obviously I had to go and wear it and get the flex fit on as well. I always loved the look of Necromancy armour. This sort of marks the end of day 4's progress, 85 Necromancy. I know there doesn't look to be a lot of clips, but I promise you I've probably played the most I've ever played yesterday in the entire leagues. Here's my little stats and the amount of league points that I finished the day on. I was really happy with today's progress, and I know that I'm locked in for an even better day tomorrow with the Necromancy progress I've had. Let's head to day 5. Back once again with another beehive run, baby. This is probably going to be the last ever ones I'm doing, to be honest, because the XP isn't scaling too much anymore and I can't quite be bothered And then I've gone straight away into getting the tier 50 fit on, and we're ready with that for the day, and straight into the next load of Iron Man things, and that's a cache. Now I'm getting really good now at getting them 100 points every single time I join a cache. This cache got me so close to 80, which I'm very excited for, but really I'm looking to try and get that level 85 so I can start picking up the big jars and dumping them in. After this cache, I went straight into my most recent Hermod Reaper, which I had lots of fun doing, to be honest. It's always good to get back at this boss when you haven't been for a long time. I really unleashed what my little account had finally been saving up, and it was really good fun to see all of the damage and my sort of sustain that I had, how long the kills were going to take, and just seeing if I could get myself any plates. I think I had 13 kills maybe. On my Reaper. Unfortunately I didn't get a single plate, which is annoying, so I'm definitely gonna have to go back, but enjoy these clips for now because I got some good stuff like the spirit weed seeds, and yeah. This kill was my last Hermod kill for the Reaper, and I couldn't believe the amount of XP that I got. I think that was 116k Slayer XP drop, plus the 90 Reaper points is awesome, which means I'm probably going to get myself some jewellery pretty quick. That's always good. Got me to 72 Slayer as well, so yeah, really good task, to be honest. I'd probably pick that again, nice and easy. The next thing that I got for my Reaper was a Gate of Elidnis. Now I didn't actually want to do this task actively. I thought I'd just get the 1 kill count to unlock the portal option at War's Retreat, so if I ever wanted to come back I could just tele there again, which then gave me the idea of actually coming back after seeing some of the XP that drops at this boss. AFK crafting is definitely a method here if you haven't considered doing it before. I went all the way from like sort of 47 or something straight up to 80, and it didn't take long at all, maybe the best part of an hour, maybe even less. I quickly broke off to go and join the last ever wilderness event that I needed to complete every single one of them, which now means if I teleport to Edgeville and go talk to the little dudes who are in charge of these wilderness events, they will teleport me straight there, so another massive quality of life update for myself. As you can see on screen, I managed to get myself 80 crafting, which is incredibly important because I need it for invention. I also need 80 divination, which I've managed to bag myself, which means I've only got smithing left. I went straight back to necromancy to finish off what I was trying to do earlier and got myself 90. I can't believe how much XP I've earned so quickly at this place. All I've been doing is making sort of necroplasms and getting basically some runes ready because I needed them to upgrade my armour from earlier. I had to put this clip in as well because for some reason sweeping those little dust bits are so satisfying. Then I quickly went and got myself another rune sphere, which projected my runecrafting even further. Here's my juicy stack of lesser necroplasm, which I've been working on for a while, which is why I guess I've gained so much XP. And here's the runes I was talking about. I managed to do a sort of greater, I can't remember what they're called, but one of those rituals, and I managed to get a load of multiply glyphs on as well, so I ended up getting quite a few rune essence from that. I treated myself to making me a nexus so I could put all of my necromancy runes and the ectoplasm in there, so I don't forget to carry them with me anytime now, and I'm starting to feel really pro, I can't lie. Just a quick upgrade here again. This time we're on I think this is tier 60 and I'm feeling awesome. At this point I wanted to go and get the Salva Ami E because I was just rocking the regular one that I got off the quest, and I just had to put this animation in here because it's so crazy to think that RuneScape actually looked like that once upon a time before it looks like this now. Then I went and sat AFK at Chaos Elemental for a bit because I was sick of not having the altar at War's Teleport, so here I am unlocking that, another massive quality of life, and it just gets me set up for the next sort of phase that comes with my account. Here's me finally just calming down a little bit again, and I'm going to be working on 80 smithings. The next episode I want to get some invention unlocked ready for the tier 6 relic. So I'm actually going to close this episode a little bit earlier than I would normally, and I have normally done for the past week or so. My only goal this week was to try and get a video out every single day with progress and achievements that my account has done, because that is my favourite thing to watch, even in old school, and I don't even play that game mode. I really hope that everyone who's tuned in has really enjoyed and can even consider subscribing to my channel. I'm not going to be posting daily videos anymore because I need to get back to real life. My annual leave has sadly come to an end, so I must return back to work. That doesn't mean that I'm finished with this Catalyst League though. My only goal for this season was to get a hold of that Dragon Cup, and mark my words, I'm gonna get there. So what's left for this account? Well, I'll give you a hint of what's to come. I hope you've enjoyed my series so far. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in Death's office.